What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And a lot of you guys have been asking about the abilities I'm using, and a lot of people are saying that the abilities I'm going to show you right now is a glitch currently in Madden. I'm going to explain to you guys the way that it works. In the future, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to give you guys some gameplay with it to kind of make you guys see it, because a lot of you guys, you're either not subscribed to my gaming channel, GmiasWorld Gaming, right here on YouTube, or you don't watch me live, so you can't really see the abilities work. So I'm gonna make sure that you guys see that going forward, as far as like, what abilities are doing what and how it's actually working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off offensively. Now, if you're new to Madden 23, one of the things that you're gonna notice is they've taken away the ability for your quarterbacks to really have any passing ability to start. So many people are using Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers by far has the fastest release in the game. Josh Allen has other advantages because he's more mobile and he has a bigger arm. So those are just some of the things that I look for in a quarterback, which is why Josh Allen is currently our quarterback right now. As far as everything else that's going down, I'm going to break it down for you so you guys can see exactly what the abilities are and the X factors. So as we go over to this screen right here, you can see Randy Moss has double me, Donald Parham has double me, Josh Allen has bazooka. Now, those are the X factors, and the reasoning behind that is when you get double me, it's even more OP in Madden 23. Because you can just moss people without abilities anyway. It's really stupid. The problem is you don't need to have a skill to do it. It used to be a skill to get in position, to jump, and all that stuff. Now it's just random. But it usually happens for people that have no idea what they're doing. You just throw the ball up in the air and good things happen. Very, very disgusting state of Madden currently, but it is what it is. This is what is going on, and we're going to have to deal with it during the year. Our job as content creators is to make sure that you understand how to take advantage of what's actively in the game. All right, so those are the X factors being pointed out. Now, you're probably looking at Randy Moss. You're like, yo, G, why would you use 4 AP on Randy Moss? Well, one of the things that you guys are going to learn, and you're going to see a lot of people are using, is the short out elite. All right, now this is a very short out, short in. What it does is sort of like a route tech, but it's only at certain points of the route. So if you have a deeper post route, this won't work for it. It has to work on something that has the route developing when it's lower yardage, between 0 and 10 yards. Anything after that you're running as a route, this will not work. Okay, but when you know how to use this the right way, it's gonna leave man coverage in the dust. It's just gonna be like, it's over. It's no way possible they're gonna stay with you. It's absolute, like, it's really, really good stuff. And you'll see a lot of people use short in as well, and the slot receiver goes crazy. The next one is pretty much, self-explanatory. You wanna create those post routes, all right? The post routes is used with the regular, not the analog, the directional pad, to make the post routes and corner routes. Very, very good, but remember, it's outside apprentice. So he has to be lined up outside in order to utilize that. But the post route, again, when you play these guys running man coverage, because man coverage is very, very OP right now, you want to be able to change up routes at least on one receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make sure you can do different things. We'll get to the tight end in a second, to like have a centralized in the middle of the field tight end apprentice. That also helps as well. But this is very, very important against man coverage and the stuff that people are running nowadays. All right, moving right along, Kyle Pitts. Now, you're going to notice, okay, I'm utilizing him. He's my slot receiver. And guess what he has? Short and elite. And I put him on like mini routes, like low starting post routes. He just leaves man coverage in the dust. Also very, very good against zone as well. You have to just wait for it to light up. That's why it's so glitchy. You just got to wait, because it's certain people that use this the right way and they can't be stopped because it's just the timing on the route. And in this year of Madden, you have to actually throw your receivers open. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, type W in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. You got to throw your receivers open. Like, if you wait till they're open, it'll be a pick. It's really, really weird this year. So utilizing these abilities, short in, short out, is going to be clutch for you, pretty much a start. Now, this guy comes equipped with deep out. I'm going to let you guys know, use short out. Why? Because the streak is not always going to get you what you want. But if you run a slant, in routes, post routes, anything like that, he's getting wide open from the outside. He's going to light up as soon as he cuts on the route. The deep out doesn't really do much for me right now. If you run tight, you can also give him short in, and he'll do that bench play when he goes out and out. The corner routes is also good, but because I line him up outside, he's better for me there. It just works out better for me in that situation. Now, one of the other things you can do, if you run like, for whatever reason, if you run like trips or anything with tight, you can swap that out and just use short in and just, you know, pretty much motion him and hike the ball and stuff like that. It just depends on how you're utilizing them. But I'm still labbing a lot of different abilities and things like that. So that's why I use the short out, because I usually line them up outside the numbers. And if you put them on a post, it's GG's. Tony Gonzalez, he takes care of the centralized part of the field with the tight end apprentice. Very, very key. Crossers, corners. Just know, thank me later. Crossers, corner routes from the tight end position. GG's. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much like, bro, you got to deal with it. Like, your opponent is not going to know which way it's going, because by the time he cuts, if he didn't make the right decision, it's wide open, because you're just making all the routes on the field. And that's pretty much offensively what we're doing. I'm not using all the AP right now because I don't feel that it's necessary. In the future, that may change, but that's pretty much what it is. Defensively, these are the X factors: unstoppable force, zone hawk, universal coverage. Now, the reason that I have the zone hawk and universal coverage on Ronnie Lott and Holland is because I don't have abilities on them. Because I don't feel that they need abilities, because they're going to get mossed anyway. I focus more on the D-line and my user. So with the user, you want to have lurker on your user. Right now, currently, we use a Micah Parsons. All right, so he comes with that built-in lurker for 2 AP. If you were somebody that pre-ordered, you know, All Madden, the All Madden edition of Madden 23, you would have this card. If not, you will not have this card. What I suggest is to make sure that you have somebody that has lurker, or you're utilizing a secondary position player, because they still jump, but linebackers do not. Both Bruce Smith and Lawrence Taylor have double or nothing. You can switch it up and give one of them edge threat, but this ability is very, very good right now because it allows every now and again an immediate pass rush right down the throat of your opponent. All right, so these things are very, very important that, you know, you pretty much more or less understand what's going on with it. I think 2 is good to have if you're running, you know, 2 edges on your actual defense. I run the 4-3-6-1, so it works out pretty well with both those players there. So I would urge you guys to try it out, see if it works for you. Like if you're running nickel and you have it on both your ends, whatever it is, just have both of those guys have that. I think your pass rush will increase tremendously. And on both of my corners, I have mid-zone KO. Now look, this is where it gets very, very difficult to kind of break it down, because mid-zone is going to help you with the knockouts with anything above 10 yards, in between 10 and 20. Flat zone is going to be anything 0 to 10. So you have to gauge what are you really hurting with. Now we know the flats are like Flats the Flounder and SpongeBob. It's just outrageous. But at the same time, I think it'll benefit you more with mid-zone, because more of the players that we play, more and more of them are throwing like corner routes, C routes, post routes. The mid-zone helps a lot with that. So I would urge you guys to take a look at it. You don't have to, you know, specifically run mid-zone, but I'm suggesting mid or flat zone KO. Those are the ones I'm recommending, because I blitz so quickly, I want to get a knockout if the guy catches the ball. And these are the best ways to go ahead and do that. So those are all the abilities right now that are extremely glitchy in the game. If you guys wanted to go out and check it out and, you know, give me some feedback on it, let me know what's going on. Like, how is it working out for you? Is there something that you think that, you know, I should probably add? You can give a suggestion. Obviously, I have to take a look at it and see who's actually giving the suggestion. But for now, this is working very, very well for me. And I think if you guys start off right now, you'll be good. As far as special teams, there's no abilities available yet right now for the kicker that I have or anything. And with strategy, we're using the 2 purple. We're using the 2 purple ones right now. Let it rip and in the zone, and when you combine both of them, it adds +1 throw power. I've gone over that before in another video. So that's pretty much all the stuff as far as abilities go. These 2 epic cards definitely adds the in the zone strong arm tier 1, and you get the +1 throw power. We have the Raiders specialty strategy card to give us 3 more components for our Raiders theme team that's actively going on now with 40 or 50. Hopefully this has been informative to you. If it has been, go ahead and drop a like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.